So what happens when you treat a narcissist the same way that they treat you? What do you think's gonna happen? I'll tell you in this video. Hey there, I'm Rebecca Zung. I am a negotiations expert, high conflict communication strategist, attorney, and author of the best-selling book, Slay the Bully. And if you have ever been manipulated, gaslit, invalidated, or just straight up abused, confused by a narcissist, you are in exactly the right place. You're not alone. I'm here to help you go from feeling powerless to powerful, and I'm sure that you've thought about treating that narcissist the same way that they have treated you. We're going to be diving all into that right now. And if you're new here, welcome. I invite you to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Before we dive in, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and tap that bell so you don't miss any of my daily power drops. If you find this video helpful, make sure you hit that like button and share it with someone who needs it. All right, so what happens when you treat that narcissist the same way they treat you? Let me tell you, so many of you thinking, I want to give them a taste of their own medicine, right? Should I play their game and mirror their tactics? Or just go silent the way they go silent on me? Honestly, it's a powerful question, because what you're really asking is, do I have to become like them in order to win? And sometimes I think you do feel like you're becoming like them, right? Like, think about the psychology. Let's start here. Narcissists live in a constant state of threat, not physical threat, but ego threat. They're like in a constant state of survival, emotional exposure, accountability, vulnerability. It's terrifying to them. So their entire behavior, their toolkit, they're gaslighting, stonewalling, lying, triangulating. It's designed for them staying in control, avoiding shame, and maintaining superiority. So when you start treating them the way they treat you, that control slips. And when a narcissist feels like they're not in control, that's when that mask drops and things start to get wild, not good. It's probably not a great idea. This is not the smart strategy. This is not the way to deal with it, because you push, they push back. But let's talk about why. The silent treatment totally backfires on them. Let's say you've been stonewalled for days, no response to your messages. They ignore your calls. You walk in the room, they look through you. So you decide, fine, I'm going to do the same thing. Suddenly, they're going to be blowing up your phone. They're acting like you're the problem. They're guilt tripping you for giving up on the relationship. Here's what happened. They're used to controlling the silence, but when you take away your attention, your emotional energy, you're cutting off their drug source, their supply, and they are a drug addict, and nothing scares a narcissist more than losing access to their supply. Have you ever tried going silent on a narcissist? I would love to know. Drop a comment and tell me what happened. Now, reflecting on their words, here's another one. They say something like, you're always so selfish. You never think about anyone but yourself. But it's them. They're just actually accusing you of doing what they're doing, right? If they say you never think about anyone but yourself, they're the ones that are hoarding the attention. They're the ones who are bulldozing boundaries. They're the ones who are dominating every conversation or flipping out when you have a need. So you just need to reflect back to them calmly. Actually, what you're describing is your behavior. If you are calm, you're shattering their projection shield. Honestly, you don't even need to say any of those things. If you're just calm, you can just get curious, like, oh, actually, what makes you think that? It makes them spiral into victim mode or accusing you of being manipulative. Narcissists have a confession to make, and that is that they are way more afraid of you than you are of them, especially in court cases, mediation cases, or any kind of cases where you have to negotiate with them. But you know what? I have a confession to make too. I'm sick and tired of these people bullying you and making you feel exhausted and paying way too much in attorney's fees and dragging you through the mud. My name is Rebecca Zung, and I'm an attorney. I've been recognized by U.S. News as one of the best lawyers in America. And in fact, I was so sick and tired of these people bullying you that I started studying narcissism so that I could beat them in the courtroom. And now I'm here to make the case so that you can win too. I developed a 4-part proven blueprint that has helped tens of thousands of people take back their freedom, win, and get back their power. And now I'm sharing it with you in a special live event, Outsmart the Narcissist, the 4-part proven plan to take back your power. 4 simple steps, 1 free live event, 1 free hour of your life. That's what stands between you being in hell and you being free. Join me, click the link for Outsmart the Narcissist, the 4-step proven plan to take back your power. Just click the link and let's go. Narcissists weaponize blame. When you hold up a mirror, even gently, you're exposing the one thing they fear the most, which is truth. And if you agree with me, I want you to put truth in the comments right now. And if you need phrases or emails or templates for dealing with narcissists, I have 30 amazing templates for emailing or texting narcissists. They're just amazing. You can start using those right now, and you can just go to disarmthenarc.com and just start using those. What I would do is just memorize a few of those, just so that you feel like you're just like super ready to just email. And so just go to disarmthenarc.com. Withholding validation. This is super subtle, but really powerful. Let's say you always, at the beginning of the relationship, during that love bomb phase, when you thought everything was like going to be amazing, you used to compliment them all the time, praise them, applaud their every move. You were their cheerleader. You were their ego soother, the peacekeeper. But then you decide, because enough is enough. And, even a dog, after it gets beat up after so long, just decides, I can't take it anymore. So you stop feeding their fantasy and you just decide, I'm not doing this anymore. You're not going to do it. You stop nodding. You stop agreeing with them. You stop bending into their will. Guess what? They either escalate the devaluation, they start disrupting the dynamic. Because they need to have that. They're going to get upset. They're going to be like, what's going on? They thrive on emotional control. So when you become even just neutral, you're not even devaluing them. You're just not doing what you used to always do. They get upset because they've lost access to your energy. You become unpredictable, and that terrifies them. Just remember, if you want phrases that are powerful with precision, get my phrases at Disarm the Narc. If you want access to a group that will help get you access to a community that's free, you can go to free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. This is not about revenge. And I want you to know that when I talk about treating a narcissist the way that they treat you, you don't want to be manipulative, right? You want freedom. You want to be the one who is grounded in being the best person that you can be. And a person that's grounded is a person who is higher level vibration. They're based in fear. You want to be based in abundance. There's scarcity thinking. This is not what you want to be. This is not who you are. That's not true power. That's not authentic power. That's fear in disguise. What I'm talking about for you is creating emotional boundaries, strategic silence, not passive aggression. Use truth as leverage, not as a weapon. Remain calm and steady when they expect that you're going to be like answering their chaos with chaos. In other words, don't mimic them. Step out of this dynamic, right? Let them stay down here in this crazy game. You just walk away from that vortex of insanity. Your goal is not to stay in there. Your goal is to liberate yourself from there. Your goal is to create your own identity. When you reclaim your power this way, you stop dancing for their approval. When you stop explaining yourself to people and create your own identity, you're no longer committed to trying to earn respect from people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You're finally stepping into who you truly are. And the why in my SLAY method stands for you, your identity. The real strategy doesn't begin with facts. It begins from knowing who you truly are. And who you are is not someone who stoops to their level. Who you are is someone who rises, someone who strategizes, someone who slays with dignity. So what really happens when you treat narcissists the way they treat you is you don't become them, you reveal them. You reframe the entire power dynamic on your terms. You stop being predictable. You stop handing over your energy. You start becoming the one who drives the outcome. Just remember that you can just decide, I'm reclaiming my power. And that's what this is all about. That's part of my SLAY program and all of the resources that I have to offer. And make sure you like this video and share it with somebody who needs to see it, and share it with somebody who needs to hear this today. Because you can stand up, you can win, you can slay. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Let's be real. Therapy can feel like a really big investment, but your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Traditional in-person therapy can cost $100 to $250 per session, but with BetterHelp, you can save up to 50% per session on average. You pay a flat weekly fee, which means more peace of mind for less. Therapy should feel accessible, not like a luxury. BetterHelp gives you that, all from the comfort from your home. And with over 30,000 therapists to choose from and 5 million people served globally, this is the world's largest online therapy platform, and you can switch therapists at any time. Your well-being is worth it. Visit betterhelp.com/negotiate today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/negotiate. Summer's right around the corner, and I'm already planning my next getaway. I love using points for travel, and I'm always looking for ways to earn more. Here's a life hack I wish I'd known sooner. When you pay your rent through Bilt, you earn flexible, transferable points and unlock exclusive benefits along the way. Let me explain. There's no cost to join, and when you pay your rent through Bilt, you unlock flexible points that can be transferred to your favorite hotels and airlines, and a future rent payment, your next Lyft ride, and more. When you pay your rent through Bilt, you unlock two powerful benefits. First, you earn one of the industry's most valuable points on rent every month, no matter where you live or who your landlord is. Your rent now works for you. Second, you gain access to exclusive neighborhood benefits in your city. Bilt's neighborhood benefits are things like extra points on dining out, complimentary post-workout shakes, free mats or towels at your favorite fitness studios, and unique benefits or experiences that only Bilt members can access. And when you're ready to travel, Bilt points can be converted to your favorite miles and hotel points around the world, meaning that your rent can literally take you places. So if you're not earning points on Bilt rent, my question is, what are you waiting for? Start paying your rent through Bilt and take advantage of your neighborhood benefits by going to joinbilt.com/negotiate. That's JOINBILT.com/negotiate. Make sure to use our URL so they know that we sent you. That's joinbilt.com/negotiate to sign up to joinbilt.com/negotiate today. Have you been looking for a natural way to relieve aches or discomfort or stress? CBD gummies from Cornbread Hemp are formulated to work with your body instead of against it. I have really close family members and friends who have dealt with stress or health issues, really severe health issues, and I have seen this work amazing miracles for them. And what I love about their products is that not only does it help relieve discomfort or stress stress or sleeplessness, but they're actually third-party lab tested and USDA approved, and they're organic, so they ensure safety and purity. And right now, Negotiate Your Best Life podcast listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/negotiate and use the code negotiate at your checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/negotiate and use the code negotiate. The next video I want you to watch is the only way narcissists will respect you is if you do this. So watch that video next. And remember that you can stand up, you can do this, and stay smart, stay strong, slay that bully, and you got this. I will see you in that next video. And until then, they only win if you give in. So I will see you in that next video.